people. So in this video we will be learning how to imbibe this pack of coco peat. That's right. So this is not a regular coco peat. As you can see, this is grey in color. That is because this is made out of sugarcane residue. This is my first time as well trying this material out. So in the future I'll let you know how it works out. I also have a block of regular coco peat too, in case you are. You'll see this is brown in color. Yeah. So without any further delay, let's start adding water to it. So the general ratio for this 5 kg of coco peat block would be around 15 liters of water. Roughly 10 to 15 liters should do fine. It's just eyeballing it. So let's just start adding water to it. In case you were wondering, okay, this is my jugaad for the time lapse, which is about to come now.
One hour later.
Well, this thing turned out to be a lot of work, honestly. It's not breaking apart as easily compared to a coconut, coco coir, coco peat. I can safely say that this is a flop video. Because if I did the same thing with a coco peat block made out of coconut husk, that thing would swell up like a whatever. It would just swell right up. Yeah, then I wouldn't have had to put in so much of effort. See, it's still dry on the inside. Pointless. Well, this thing gives good consistency in the soil, gives it a good texture, keeps the soil lightweight, and doesn't allow the soil to harden as you normally see in garden soils.
2 hours later.
Finally, after a lot of hard work, unnecessary hard work, this is what you get. A frothy, fluffy medium. You can even directly grow in this. See, this is like, it's almost like coconut. Yeah, just organic matter, dead organic matter ready to decay and eventually turn into good fertilizer, good compost. This is what you should be expecting from any type of coco peat, actually. And this is actually an experiment that I'm trying with sugarcane coco peat. So let's see how it turns out.
3 weeks later.
So it's been quite some time since I made the sugarcane coco peat, and I've been using it for quite some time now, and I've exhausted that supply. So this is the coco peat block that I had previously, and now I've unpacked this one as well. So this is the actual coco peat made from coconut husks. Well, it's actually the inside fibers of this outer shell that turns into this after a long process of decaying and defibering and shredding, all of that. So this is top quality. This is like real good stuff. Now, I faced a few problems with the sugarcane growing medium or the sugarcane matter. First problem was that was subjected to rotting very quickly. See, this thing is wet. This thing is so wet inside, but it's not. I can even squeeze some water out of it, but it's not rotting anytime soon. This thing will stay. This thing will take a long time to decompose, and it will maintain your soils, that lightweighted and aerated quality for a long time compared to the sugarcane. Sugarcane will get decomposed and mixed into the soil like in no time. That will get decomposed really quick. So let me show you what I've been growing with the sugarcane mulch. The sugarcane coco peat or the growing medium that I had bought. So this is the first garden bed that I set up with the sugarcane growing media or the sugarcane coco peat. You can still see there is a lot of the sugarcane residue on top. What I usually do is when I sow some really small seeds, I use this growing media to layer it on top of the seeds as an alternative to soil. That way I make sure that I don't bury the seeds too deep enough, which would result in an eventual seed loss. And that ensures good germination rate, because these growing medias, they have a good capacity, or they have a property of retaining moisture, adequate moisture. They don't hold too much of water, which would result in root rot and loss of seeds, and neither too less of a water, which would not provide enough moisture or humidity for the seeds to swell up and germinate. So primarily, as you can see, half of the bed is planted with radishes. So these are about a couple weeks old, I think 2 or 3 weeks old. I'll put the date up here somewhere. And I've intercropped it with potatoes. So these have just started shooting up 3 or 4 days back, which is pretty good. I've also planted a few chili capsicum over here, but I'm still awaiting their germination. And there's a extra lime tree or a sapling over here, Mossambi. Yeah. So this is the second garden bed that I set up with the sugarcane mulch. I have some thorny eggplants, one here and one here. So I'm waiting for another set of leaves to appear on these, so that I can retain the healthy ones and eliminate or give away the other ones to somebody else. And this is the papaya seedlings that I've put up. I planted a few in different locations, so I'm planning on keeping one plant in this crate as an experiment. I'll see how big it grows, or if I even manage to get a fruit. So this is a pretty big crate, you can see. So I don't know. And thirdly, this little pot, this little container, which I set up entirely of coco peat. What is that? Sugarcane coco peat. So this plant is a lychee plant actually. So I planted it from seed. It's doing pretty well so far. Let's hope for another set of leaves. There's another lychee plant growing over here, also from the seed. You can even see the seed popping out over here. Pretty interesting. So no negative comments on this. growing media. It's pretty good. The results are quite overwhelming. The only drawback would be that it rots due to excess of water in case during heavy rains or anything. Apart from that, it's pretty good. Although I would still recommend or prefer the usage of actual coconut coir over the sugarcane growing media, because this is absolutely versatile, really dynamic to use. It has a long life, does not rot as easily compared to the sugarcane growing media. So that's it for this video, and if you found this video informative, do start gardening yourself and share this video around with your fellow gardening friends. Subscribe to the channel for more organic content. You can also follow me on Instagram for timely updates. Thanks a ton for watching. Stay home and stay safe, and don't forget to keep growing.